to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. Here's Brown. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Bustling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Among the best in the NBA for a few years now, Jason Tatum. RJ, he's still quite young. How can he get even better?
Oh, he can just get wiser and wiser, and that's what happens with young players. They get to a physical level where they can dominate, but where they get better is mentally. They get mentally stronger as they get into these experiences more.
On the wing, Nembhard. That one falls.
He'll be asking for some lottery numbers later if he keeps knocking down shots like that.
Holiday looking for an opening. Tatum from long range. Indiana with a rebound. Siakam left side. To the paint. On the wing, Mathurin. Siakam outside. Just 5 to shoot. A nice shot by Halliburton.
And I appreciate how confident Halliburton is. For a guard, he handles himself well and deep.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a three-point opportunity here. One free throw coming up. You look at his college days and his rookie year, Tatum has always been on a winning team, Richard.
B.A., I think it starts with his approach. There's always been an air of professionalism when it comes to Tatum. He's just a young player that is focused only on winning.
And it's just such a long and powerful player. I mean, once Siakam gets inside like this, he's ready to jam.
Tatum from long range. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field. Siakam in the post. Porzingis grabs the board. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. He said one person we cannot overlook is Tyrese Halliburton. He said the guy has major impact on the game, even when he's not scoring, which he usually is. He sets the tempo for the team. He can defend, rebound, pass the ball. Kid's got it all, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Now here's Turner. Nembhard left side. Halliburton for 3. Porzingis grabs the board.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Oh, and Turner with a block.
A ferocious shot blocker, Turner provides a sense of security to the rest of his teammates.
Brown with the steal. And here we go, the Celtics on the run. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Outside Tatum. For 3, Porzingis. Siakam pulls down the board.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Turner for 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
The defense better watch Turner more closely because he can strike that fast.
Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5.
And the call will be against Benedict Mathurin. That's his first foul. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Goes up on the baseline. Mathurin with a rebound.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Down low. And then Turner with the dunk.
Okay, Miles. Getting aggressive and jamming it in.
To the middle. Oh, stolen by Turner. Nembhard with it. Now guarded by White. Three-pointer, Halliburton. And again, it's Indiana with a 3.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Indiana on offense. They're on a 14-5 run. Nimhard outside. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton.
3 points.
Nimhard's got 5.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly, that was their game plan coming in.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. On the wing, Matherin. No points so far. And here's Siakam for 3. Here's Holiday. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal.
Boston shooting their second and third shots at the line here.
At the line.
Holiday hits them both.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Now Halliburton. And so it's Indiana leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. A big difference in shooting percent.
Your Pacers, 17.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pacers.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
Grant, we're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Bullseye! Jaylen Brown!
There is zero hesitation from Brown. This man is always ready to fire.
Inside. Here's Turner. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
They were totally in sync on that play. Targeted the pass beautifully.
Indiana shooting their first free throw in this game. White looking it over. Pass to Brown. And the 3 off target. Pacers leading by 6. And Siakam, here we go. For 3, Matherin. Porzingis grabs the board. Here are the Celtics with the ball. And when Porzingis can be a third option on a team, he is deadly and efficient, RJ.
We've always seen Porzingis as the guy or as a second option. But when he has elite teammates around him, he really flourishes.
And just so accurate off the pass. I mean, I love whenever Siakam decides to go right up with it like that.
Left side, White. To the inside. Brown. Fires the 3. Horford with it. Back to Brown. Oh, JB rattling the rim.
There's that leaping ability. Brown, he just gets up so easy.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
The Pacers have a star tandem with Tyrese Halliburton and the newly re-signed Pascal Siakam, who said of his all-star point guard, his knowledge of the game and his desire to win and get better, that's all you can really ask for from a young player. Out there on the floor together, I think it's naturally just a fit. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Outside, Brown. Knocks down the triple. Brown's got 8 here in this quarter.
A consistent shot for him. Brown likes the 3.
Shot's good by Matherin.
That's been the story of their offense so far, getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
It's Brown on the wing. He's got 12. Pacers leading by 8. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Knocked away. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Turner. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Hard to find a season in his career where Horford didn't make an impact, RJ.
One way or another, he's going to help his team win. Still out there doing it and doing it at a high level. He's kind of an ageless wonder.
The Celtics making a switch here. Cornette sets a screen. Here's Tatum. Boston, no good that time either.
Good contest. Can't let him have open shots from mid-range.
Knocked loose. It's stolen by Holiday. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
I like what I saw on both ends that time. Hustling on defense to create some offense.
Inside. Here's Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
And you really want more of this from Turner. We all know how dangerous he is once he finds his rhythm.
Outside Holiday. Outside Tatum. Tatum showing off the strength.
Brushing off the contact. Look, the dude is strong. When he gets in there, it's easy. That's an easy bucket.
Down low. Here's Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Outside Holiday. The three. Hauser can't get it to go.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Shot's good by Mathurin.
He's got that guard quickness. Mathurin showing off his catch-and-shoot ability.
And here's Holiday to the middle. Here's Cornette. Puts the move on. The kick to Tatum. Cornette sets a screen. Second chance shot. And so it's Indiana closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Pass to Tatum. Launches it. Here's Horford. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. Benedict Mathurin picks one up. Boston shooting their fourth attempt at the line tonight. And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it. And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Drops in the three. Hauser's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Outside Holiday to the paint. Here's Tatum to the left wing. Tries again. Oh, and it's Tatum finishing it off inside.
Now, what hard work from Tatum inside. Doing what it takes to find his shot.
Inside. Here's Siakam. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton. Siakam's got 11 points.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
Also relying on his skill there. That's a nice move against length.
Out of bounds, it'll be Indiana's ball.
A classic breakdown with the ball, sending it right out of bounds and giving the defense a freebie.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Timeout, timeout.
Indiana leading by 7. Halliburton surveys the floor. And Pascal Siakam hits from deep. Siakam's got 5 points now this quarter.
A guy who can work the whole arc. Smooth corner shot by Pascal.
White on the wing. Back to Holiday. Outside, Brown. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's Halliburton with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall. And he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim. Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Brian, Miles Turner, the 11th pick by the Pacers in 2015 for much of his career with the team. He's endured the trade rumors. He said, I've still got PTSD from that, but I wanted to be here in Indy. And last season, a renegotiation of his contract, giving him an extension and a raise. Brian, he is locked in as their starting center.
Yeah, it would appear so, Allie. Thank you. Here's Brown. Indiana with a rebound. Nimhard, right side. Back to Halliburton. Pass to Turner. Siakam with it. And Jaylen Brown gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game. And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. There's a minute 47 left in the third. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Jaylen Brown picks one up.
Nice physical play by Turner, getting to the stripe.
And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls, shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
Pass to Siakam. Outside Mathurin. Three-pointer. The shot, no good. Celtics trail by 14. Here's White. Now here's Brown. Mathurin with a steal. Here's Siakam. And here's Turner. On the wing, Mathurin. To the middle. Siakam gets the bucket. Siakam's got 16 points now. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pacers.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Even after that serious knee injury, Porzingis with the spring to flush it.
Halliburton outside. Pass to Mathurin. The three is up. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Give him 8.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's gonna put his foot on the pedal.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
You can see the length come into play, whether Siakam's facing up or back to the basket.
Siakam hits them both. Celtics trail by 19. Outside Holiday. Brown with a screen. Pass to Tatum. Fires from deep. Counted from distance. Tatum's got 7 now in this quarter.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And so it's Miles Turner making highlights for the Pacers. He's been...
The Pacers, 58.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error.
Let them hear it.
Here's Halliburton. Down low. Here's Turner. Porzingis grabs the board. So it's Boston now. It's a 16-point game. To the inside. Brown. And the jam by Brown.
And so far, Brown has been dialed in and is showing no signs of letting up.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Nembhard, good.
Man, we talk about Siakam's versatility. Well, there it is. Nice pass.
Down low. Oh, stolen by Turner. Got a piece of it. Siakam with it. Picked up by Tatum.
And I'll tell you what, the way they're able to pressure the ball and those quick hands, that's what led to an opening.
And as soon as they got the steal, it was off to the races. This is the aggressive mindset that the coaching staff encourages them to maintain.
Now here's Halliburton. Nembhard left side. From behind the arc. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open. The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Now Halliburton. To the middle. There's Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
And look at the vision from Halliburton. Love seeing ball movement like this.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Tatum. Jacks up a three. The rebound by Turner. Pacers leading by 18. For three, Matherin. Missed it. 4 for 7 so far in this one. Inside. Here's Brown. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Holiday. Brown's got 6 points in the quarter.
I love seeing Brown get it done inside. He's more than just a jump shooter.
And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. From the wing, the rebound by Turner. On the wing, Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. Siakam outside. Three-pointer. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Tatum. Oh, look at Tatum. What a finish.
The two-way game of Tatum is just special.
Indiana on offense. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Siakam looking it over. Pass to Turner. And stolen by Porzingis. There's Tatum with the three. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Streak it in. Here's Halliburton. Tatum with some nice D.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
To the paint. Here's Porzingis. Yep, that one goes.
Well, they're on the right path now, but still in a pretty big hole.
But this is a game again, and the other side has to be feeling a little bit nervous with how quickly that lead vaporized.
Back to Halliburton. On the wing, Matherin. Goes back up. It's good. Matherin's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Pacers.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, That made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been from Miles Turner.
And he was getting buckets all night long, giving the defense that work.
Back to Tatum. Pass to Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A., they deserve the win.
Halliburton outside. To the inside. Here's Turner. Off on that one. And so Indiana takes this one by a big margin. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Rich